What's up guys, Fast Jake here with another gameplay on Slums. This time I'm running Scar H with Quick Draw, and today I am running support for the team, support for the win. Running the Scar H with Quick Draw, score streaks, UAV, counter UAV, and orbital VSAT, and today was my treasure chest of unlocks. This gameplay was just after I unlocked Scavenger, C4, and orbital VSAT. And it was a payday, that along with my great connection, and I was just loving life. And I just recently started using the Scar H, and for some reason we really get along, we understand each other, we help each other out, and I'm able to get some good score streaks without playing the way that I played. Like when I got my Dogs and Swarm, I was protecting my score streaks. And I was playing slower. I was being very much more cautious, and really I describe it as protecting my score streaks. And in this game I was getting them without even, and I wasn't looking at my par the whole time, and that felt good. That meant I was in the zone. I was playing the game, I was playing the objective, I was playing the opponents, I was able to pay attention to them because I wasn't protecting my score streak and getting taken by surprise because I was too cautious. And I think you see that a lot. And one of the things I identified in my Bridging the Gap series was that I'm going to win a battle 99% of the time when I get somebody from behind or the side. Sometimes you get turned on when they got a better connection or when they just got better aim. Sometimes you get turned on, but if you can get somebody from that's not expecting you to be where you're going to be, then you're going to win the battle most of the time. I mean, you see most of my kills in this series are people who are either not looking at me or not expecting me to be there, or can't turn on me in time or something. And that's how score streaks are built. That's how this game is really played by the greats. It's when they win the head-on battle. They absolutely win the head-on battles, but they're not the majority of the battles that they engage in. Most of the time they're flanking. They're somewhere where people don't expect them, and that is exactly where you want to be. And I got in the zone, and it was due to connection and the right gun and the right score, or the right score streaks with my orbital. And if you didn't watch the other videos, and the reason I am just unlocking these is because I reset my stats. The Bridging the Gap series is where I identified things I needed to work on to become a better gamer. I'm an average gamer by statistics, and I wanted to improve that. So I identified things, worked on them, and when I got to the point where I thought I had worked on them enough to show improvement, I wanted to track that improvement, and the only way for me to do that would be to reset my stats so that I can compare the before stats with the after stats. And resetting my stats was absolutely frustrating for the main reason that I didn't have all the weapons that I was used to, and I had to start with the base classes, and the base classes are adequate at best. The only reason I ever go to them is if I have to shoot down a copter or UAV or counter UAV or something. I go to the M27 class that has, it's a decent class, and you've got your Ghost class with the Scorpion, but they're not prime by any means, and so I struggled when I first did that until I started unlocking some things. But the only reason I used the Scar H on this was because it was, right now it's the highest level assault rifle I got. Before I'd been using the M881 and the A94, but if you haven't used the Scar, you really should. It's a great, to me it's almost like a mix between an SMG and an assault rifle. The way I use it, or the way my gameplay is, or something, I got some good hip fire with it. I've got some good accuracy with it, and I really enjoyed using it. And it gave me some confidence in this. I mean, if you look at my score streaks and what I was doing, the orbital VSATs, the way I was playing the game was much more aggressive. Like I say, I was not protecting my streaks. I was playing the objective. I was playing to the behavior of our opponents, and our team really came together well for that. I wasn't individually doing anything, heroic or anything, obviously, but it was a good gameplay for me, and it really helped me to understand some things. It helped me to understand what the next big thing is that I need to work on, and that is playing to my advantage, playing against the other team's behavior and anticipating their behavior and using their behavior. And that's what the great gamers do. Not the good gamers, not the better than average players, but the great gamers. They know how to anticipate their opponents. They know how to best take advantage of them, and they know how to do it more consistently than anybody else. All of us have that one game where we do really well, and it's kind of the culmination of the way that we habitually play the game, our normal habits of playing the game, and the fact that the other team plays into that, or the way we play along with the rest of our team plays, and that other team plays into us. We've all had those great games, but they're like an anomaly. I can't tell you how many times somebody says, I can go 40-10 and then turn around and go 10-40. And that's an exaggeration, but examples like that. And that's more of just playing your game, and the opponent's either playing better or worse than you by you doing the same thing over and over. So that's where I identified that my next big thing I need to work on is anticipating the behavior of my opponents and taking advantage of that. So that means understanding the maps, the map movement, not just the spawns, but the movements. The choke points are important, but how do they get to the choke points? And what do I need to do to beat them to the choke points? Or what do I need to do to flank around the choke points so that I can get them? What do I need to do to take advantage of where they're going to be posted up and head glitched? There's nothing more frustrating than somebody who's camping, either with a sniper or a target finder. And I know a lot of people want the video that says how you win against a target finder, or how you win against the guy that camps in the back with a DSR. Those videos aren't really, it's a bigger conversation than that. What that really is how do you play against the behaviors of your opponents? And it depends on the map you're playing, because of the differences in the maps and the traffic patterns and the choke points, and it depends on your game mode. If you've played free-for-all, you know that you play this map very different in free-for-all than you do in domination. You play team deathmatch different than domination. You play hardpoint different than team deathmatch. Every game mode has its own way to play. That's why they have different game modes. That's why that's why you have different objectives. And so it's understanding how each one of those game modes, how the behavior of your opponents is going to be. And it's not a certainty, and you have to read it as you go. I've been doing a little bit of work, and I really don't know what I need to do to improve yet. And usually when I identify one of my weaknesses, the very first thing I do is identify my strategy for improving that, or for working on that, or what are my weaknesses? What hurts me? What is it? And then once I identify the weakness, I identify a way to patch that weakness. But in this case, I'm not really sure what exactly to do. So I'd definitely be open to your comments or suggestions on how to take advantage of the behavior of my opponents, because I think that might be the next step in putting together some good streaks, in improving win-loss, in being a better teammate, really. Being a teammate that can affect the game versus just a teammate that can go around and try to kill people and try to cap a flag or try to capture a flag or whatever. So that's really the next big thing for the Bridging the Gap series. The other epiphany I had, and it was based on a video I saw yesterday from Drifter, and his video was, what makes you a good player? What makes you a good gamer? And it was a kind of a philosophical twist on our perceptions on what a good player is. Is it KD? He would make some suggestions that are the natural, well, it's this. But then he would make the suggestion and show the support, and then shoot holes in that and explain why you can't just look at that. And it was really good, because you can't just look at KD, because somebody may have a horrible KD, but they might have a win-loss that's amazing, because they're playing a role for their team in an objective play. If that's the case, then maybe they are a really good player, and KD's not going to give you that. Likewise, somebody can be in the back of the map with a sniper or target finder and have a great KD with going 5-1 every game, because that's only how frequently somebody crosses their path as they camp there. So KD's not going to do it. But he listed some very interesting. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put a link in the description. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a great perspective changer. It makes you think about things. It makes you consider what is it, and it made me actually think about what am I trying to do? Am I trying to have a good KD and a good score per minute, or am I trying to do something different? Am I trying to be the one that after I play a game with a randoms, somebody says, hey, you wanna team up? I don't know. It's something I got to think about. But I definitely know what my next step is in my Bridging the Gap. Definitely know what the next step is. But I would definitely say watch the video, think for yourself on what it is that you want to do. If you're watching this and trying to improve, doesn't mean you're an average player. You could be better than average, but still trying to improve. Think about what it is you're trying to improve. Why are you trying to improve? If you're just trying to improve because you want to be the Slayer, yeah, fair enough. You want KD, you want score streaks, that's going to help it. It's going to help your score per minute. You know, if you're the person that can get all those the score streaks and dogs and swarm, you're going to have a higher score per minute, probably a better KD. But if that's not you, it doesn't have to be. And that's kind of where I'm at and what I need to decide. But I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I went 24-5 the first half. Probably my best first half of any Black Ops 2 game. I went 40-14 by the end. This was not a gameplay where I was playing the objective. My objective in this was to throw up support and to keep the opponent back, to push them back. Keep them away from the B-dom. So I think I played my objective well. I got a high score per minute. And if you notice, the guys I was playing a lot of them were better than me. So hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next side. Hit like, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think. Leave comments. And think about it. What makes a good game player? And what do you want to be? And what do you want to change on yours? Until next time, here's to Bridging the Gap.